Today on We Really Like Musicals and we have opinions about them, so we made this podcast to tell you our opinions about them, parentheses the musicals. We're talking about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Get ready for the most POSH posh episode we've ever made. Whether you're building a magic car or trying to murder your choochie face, that's fine as long as you don't bother with me old bamboo, so bust out your toot sweets, because we're headed to Bulgaria in a flying car. But watch out for that child catcher, he's got a candy that's truly scrumptious.
We have opinions, so we made this podcast to tell you our opinion.
Really like musicals, jazz hands.
Is it Chichi or is it Choochie?
It's Chichi.
Or is it Chichi?
It's Chichi.
Choochie. What?
Chichi.
Chichi?
It's Chichi.
I thought it was Choochie.
No.
Or
my little Chichi face.
Choochie. Ch.
Mm-hmm. Ch.
Like UGH, but with a CH in front of it.
Ch.
Ch.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I listened to the song a billion times when I was a kid. He says Chichi face.
Chichi, yeah. CHUUCH. Chichi.
CHU-CHI.
Chich.
We were talking about this way too long. I don't know. Well, you okay over there?
Yeah, I heard a noise.
I heard it too, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I think it was a ghost.
Probably a ghost.
I'm busy. That'll hold him for a couple minutes.
Good. Well, hey everybody. Welcome to We Really Like Musicals and we have opinions about them, so we made this podcast to tell you our opinions about them. I'm James.
And I'm Elise.
I didn't even say the whole title of our thing, did I? I think I stopped.
I wasn't listening.
Nobody listens. Oh gosh. Well, today guys, we're talking about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, aka Capitan Sing Song and the Backfire Party Car. Thanks at Ciampa Klein. Probably butchered that. For that alternate title. Guys, we do alternate titles every week, so find us on Twitter or Instagram and join in on the fun. You know?
I know.
You know.
So I think you should maybe say why this movie is so dear to your heart.
Well, I just watched it a lot when I was a kid. I wouldn't say it's so dear to my heart. I mean, I guess a lot of the songs just like stir up a lot of nostalgia for me. Mm-hmm. They make me think of sitting at my grandparents' house or, you know, sitting in my old house in Louisiana, working out on the farm with animals and makes me think about
what happened?
I never lived on a farm.
It just got deeper and deeper.
Yeah. I don't know. I used to watch it a lot. The end.
So would you say nostalgia?
Yeah, I think I did say nostalgia at some point.
Did you? Was
Yeah.
I not listening again?
No.
I tend to do that.
The songs just make me happy, I think. They bring me back to a time when I didn't have to think as much about life, you know? Mm-hmm. Just enjoyed this strange fantasy world.
Yeah, I hear that.
Do you?
I do. I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, I think there are things that you're so nostalgic about because that was back in the good old days when you had no worries. You're so carefree. You just frolicked all day long.
Yeah, there's several things like that in life. I think where like it's not that it's amazing, but it just makes it's comforting.
Yeah, like a little security blanket.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I will, and I did.
Every time I'm cold and shivering and uncomfortable, bust out the old DVD of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, wrap myself in it like a warm little blanket, and then I cry a lot.
Oh. Thought it was comforting.
Yeah, you don't find comfort in tears? A good cry is good for you every once in a while.
I wouldn't say that's my go-to comfort, but if you do that, then you do you. That's fine.
We've learned a lot about each other in this episode, I think, so far.
So revealing.
You never knew I lived on a farm in Louisiana?
Never knew you had that accent in you.
Everybody's got one deep down inside.
Oh my god. I'm scared, actually. Boy.
This was your first time seeing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, was it not?
That is the truth.
What'd you think? As an adult woman seeing it.
Thank you for the compliment.
Sure, welcome. I didn't know it was a compliment, but
It is.
okay.
Yeah, I definitely thought, wow, interesting.
It's weird, right?
It's very weird. And well, first of all, I expected it to be about a little train. I thought
No, not about a
chitty
train.
chitty, like chugga chugga choo choo.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be about a train.
I think we could make a sequel called Chugga Chugga Choo Choo about a flying train and
It wouldn't be a very original title.
feel criticized, but that's fine.
Oh, well,
No,
I
I
was just trying to be constructive and help you.
I thought about it for a long time and I felt like that was the best title and then you just kind of
but
bashed it, but that's fine.
I just told you about the train.
I know.
Didn't even know about that till just 1 second ago.
What were you saying?
So, thought it was going to be about a train. I thought it was going to be about the tiny train that could.
The little engine that could, not the tiny
that one.
train that could. You had a weird
my
childhood, huh?
That's my alternate title. Yeah, I thought it was going to be about a train that got stuck and needed help
No.
over the mountain. So it was a big surprise for me. I was very surprised and shocked.
But in a good way or just kind of just stuck with
Well-
it along for the ride?
It's like when you bite into a donut and you think it's going to be raspberry cream filled, but then it's lemon.
A little disappointed, but it's still like a sweet donut. It's not like it's filled with like fish guts or something.
Yeah, it's like that was a surprise, but hey, could
Okay.
have been filled with poop or something.
Yeah. Elise, I think we need to take a moment to have you kind of summarize this. We still don't have a title for this segment.
Well, let's just call it working title. Let's call it working title.
When you summarize the plot?
Yeah.
But that... I don't think
Because-
that's not what a working title is.
It isn't? I thought
No,
that's
a
what
working
that
title
meant.
is like a what you would call it, like while it doesn't have a title.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but you're about to say a whole plot. That's not what a working title is.
No. I'm saying a working title for this segment.
Okay.
Okay. Are we on the same page?
Yeah.
Let's turn to chapter 4.
Okay.
This is a challenging one to talk about because what even happens?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I said before, this kind of reminded me of Mary Poppins. Kind of had an MP vibe
Yeah.
a little bit because we've got Dick Van Dyke
Mm-hmm.
and then
DVD.
DVD, as I like to call him. Then we've got this lady who looks and sounds a lot like MP. So,
Yeah.
and then we've got 2 kids with the British accents.
Right.
So that's also very MP. We're introduced to these kids in this car, and they're like vroom vroom and such. And then,
Chugga chugga.
well, it wasn't a train, although I wish it had been. But yeah, so they like this car, and so I also got a Herbie Fully Loaded vibe.
Yeah. You,
I thought, oh, the car is going to talk and sing.
if the car had sang, I think I would have not enjoyed it as much.
Well, just the title being Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I really expected just 100% of the focus to be on the car. And it was not.
Yeah.
Like the car had personality and the car was like, had like a, a drive. That's a good pun.
Was it?
Well, because I didn't mean it, so that makes it good.
Yeah, no, the car, in certain situations, the car's like, I'm going to fly. In other situations, it's like, I'm going to float. And then it gets captured and it's like, what do I do? Help. Like, you're a flying car. Like,
Good point.
Yeah.
But I think the main focus is on imagination.
yeah, I agree.
Then he tries to sell some sweets
Yeah.
to this guy, and then the guy's daughter, he's like, she cute. And then, let's see what comes next. And then they...
We don't have to go point by point.
I know. Then they go on a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
And then the entire movie switches gears.
Mm-hmm.
Another good pun.
You're cranking them out today.
Ooh, nice.
Full throttle.
There it is. So then it becomes this crazy imaginary fantasy land. And there's like the ship, and there's people like, we got to get that car. They're like, And then the car can float, and you're like, what? That's weird. And then there's these guys with these funny accents that are like, were they British? What were they?
No, they're actually from a fictitious land called Bulgaria.
Right. What accent was that, though?
Probably close to Bulgarian.
So then these guys are chasing him around, and you're like, what is fact, what is fiction? Am I going all the way to the end?
No.
All right, well, let's stop there.
Okay.
Let's put it in park, if you will.
Okay. We're going to get car puns this whole time.
100%, yeah.
If we're lucky.
Remind me how he got the car again? I'm forgetting.
He got the car because he performed a little show, and a bunch of people tipped him.
The bamboo show.
Yeah, the bamboo show.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people gave him money, tipped him, and then he was able to afford the car, which he worked on for days and nights. And the kids were like, what's Dad doing?
Isn't it funny that he did that whole bamboo dance and earned all that money and then didn't go back to doing bamboo dances anymore?
Oh, yeah. If I got that much money from that, I would be like, okay, kids, I fixed your car. Now I'm going to go. Maybe he does. Maybe that's, because really the movie takes place in a short amount of time because most of it's in the imagination.
Very true.
So really the majority of the movie takes place in like one afternoon on the beach. So I don't know, maybe he turns into a professional bamboo dancer.
I mean, isn't it amazing that he just knew all the dance moves?
Oh, yeah.
And he was just able to be totally in sync with the rest of the guys.
Yeah, and they kind of give him the lead spot too. They like point to him and he sings.
They left a spot for him right in the middle. Like some guy was sick that day. I don't know. I'm not a director. What do I know?
Director?
I hardly know her.
I enjoy this musical. I enjoy the fantasy elements of it. I think the older I get, the more I see like slight symbolism in it.
Ooh,
just very slight. But, these kids have this dad who wants to do everything for them, and he's not necessarily able to. He keeps creating these inventions, and they all seem to flop. And then there's this car that they really want to invest in, and so they kind of beg him to do that, and he creates this, like, ultimate can-do-anything car. And, it can fly, it can float, everybody wants it. And I think that's, like, his like a manifestation of what they wish their father could be, like this ultimate, like, unstoppable machine. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of what he wants to be for his kids. That's why he tells this whole story about these people wanting it. And then he goes and saves his own kids. The whole story is about him saving his kids. So it's kind of like he's trying to prove that he's a good father, I guess. I don't know. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of that in there. I wouldn't go too far as to say that's like the main reason. It's really just a silly movie about a car.
Yeah.
But I think there's a little bit of that hinted in the movie.
And do they say where the mom is?
This movie was based on a book, and in the book there is a mom. Mm-hmm. In the movie, I think they just wanted a love interest, so they just took the mom out of the picture. They never really said. Oh. I don't think it was the real reason why there was no mom, other than just to give Dick Van Dyke somebody to bat eyes at.
That's what they're saying these days.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of songs in this. Do you have a favorite song?
I like several of them. Should we base this on kind of like the whole scene or just the song itself?
Just spill your heart. That's what this podcast is about. Listen to your heart.
Then I would say U2 because I think the song is cute, but I also the like lyrics are like very, I don't know, they're simple, but it's very cute and it's
a sweet sentiment.
It's meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone to care for, to be there for. I have
You too. Yeah.
And you know, we were just talking about how there's not a mother in the picture, and I think that makes that song a little bit more meaningful as like a single dad, just kind of like, you're my kids, you're my world. I think that's a big theme through the musical as well, and that's the reason we get this adventure of the dad trying to save his kids, is because, I mean, that's his life. That's what he does things for, you know. That's why he created Toot Sweets, or that's why he did the Old Bamboo song, you know, like, and that's why he spiffed up the cars for his kids. So yeah, that's a great song. I love that song.
And I also just like his little dad mannerisms that he does throughout that song. Mm-hmm. I just think it's so cute, and he's just such a good little dad. He
is, and he's got the breakfast making machine.
Which that actually worked pretty well.
It did. He's not a bad inventor.
Inventor.
He's not a bad inventor, that old Caractacus Potts.
Whoa. DVD.
And when I was a kid, I mean, a machine that makes you breakfast, that was so cool to watch. I think that's one of my favorites, but I didn't put it as my favorite because I love the dance scene in the Old Bamboo song.
Yeah, that's good too.
It's just so catchy.
The song itself is pretty random.
It's meaningless. Yeah, it doesn't make, like, what? Let's sing about bamboo.
It's a great scene.
But I think my favorite would have to be, like, the older I get, my favorite is The Roses of Success with all the old men. But also like just, it transcends the movie in a way where it's just like, it's very inspiring still as an adult to be like, from the ashes of disaster grow the roses of success. Mm-hmm. It's a nice sentiment. And I get that one stuck in my head a lot. I
can't even think of how that one goes.
Up from the ashes, grow the roses of success. Now, every time I say Toot Sweets, you shake your head, and I'm wondering why.
I just can't get behind it. It's just too weird.
What's so weird about it?
I don't know.
I mean, they have real candies like that. Is it just the word toot?
Yeah, it's just I can't take that word seriously.
Well, I mean, grow up.
How can you? This is unbelievable. I can't believe you could take that word seriously.
Sweet. Because toot just means like a little toot. Is that worse?
Yeah, you're making it worse.
I mean, it's not talking about passing gas or anything.
I know, but it's funny.
It is funny. It's made to be funny, I think.
But like, I would never put that word like on a candy. I mean, why couldn't you call it like flute sweet?
Oh, that's a nice name too.
I know, and it rhymes, so case closed. I meant it's a good substitute.
Okay, fair enough.
Substitute.
Made it weird. But you don't like that scene though? I thought that was a fun scene with the dancing and
and now I'm doubting
the dancing and the singing.
Yeah, with the musical. But now I'm doubting all the scenes. You know, I'm thinking all the scenes were imagination instead of real life.
No, I don't think so. I think that was probably real. I mean, it's set in a very weird world anyway. The guy's name is like he owns a sweet company and his name is Scrumptious. I mean,
yeah, that is truly bizarre.
Truly scrumptious. Well, this has been fun. Elise, what's your least favorite song? Is it Toot Sweets because of the toot?
No, I think that's like
it's a good song. It's just
I think it's a good song. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hushabye Mountain because I just think it's boring.
Oh, but it's so sweet.
A
gentle breeze from Hushabye Mountain. I don't know. It's a nice lullaby. That's what he's singing it to his kids.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get that. I understand that. I hear that. I'll suck on that.
No, I can see it. It is kind of a boring song.
So you now.
Me now. Least favorite song.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely Lonely Man. That one to
Oh,
me,
I forgot about that one. Yeah, I hate that one more.
yeah, that one to
one's
me is
worse.
more boring than Hushabye Mountain. Because Hushabye Mountain,
right.
it's a lullaby, but it's short. And
Yeah.
it's like, it feels
It's supposed to
appropriate
be
for the
boring.
moment. Yeah. So Lovely Lonely Man, though, she
Yeah,
she
you're
hangs
right.
out with the kids on the beach. And she's still in the fantasy world, by the way. Because
Yeah,
they're
which
still
that's
telling the
weird.
story.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Unless he dreamed or he's imagining that she thinks.
Yeah,
or
I guess
sings that?
he's telling his kids a story about how this girl they just met goes off and runs
He's
away.
saying
and
that in front of her as well. Because
know.
she's right there. That was
And then
very
in the
strange.
story, you go off by yourself and sing about how lonely I am, but I'm kind of lovely too. Anyways,
Just planting that seed there, so.
yeah, no, just a boring song.
Yeah, it really is. 0 out of 10.
Oh, 0.
I stand by that.
I mean, that's fine. I think I might at least give it a 1.
You're generous. Too generous.
Truly
Truly generous.
So, okay, so are you ready for some facts?
Okay, I am ready now.
So, guys, if you're not familiar with this bit that we do, I give Elise some facts, and I'm really hoping she rates it as a 10. And I never know what's gonna happen, but I'm striving for that 10.
You never know.
So I bust out the best facts I can. I see that 10 on the horizon, and I'm jogging. I'm jogging for it.
You should probably run.
Oh yeah, I'm running for it.
Okay, good.
Oh, we should probably sing the theme song. Okay, rate my fact.
And that's a fact. I couldn't remember if we had a theme song for that or not.
Yeah, it's not a very good one.
It's really
You know,
not.
early on we said let's keep that one as live, or I said that because I thought it'd be fun. But
Yeah,
now I'm
you
kind of like,
said
let's
that.
just record it.
I kind of agree.
We'll record it next time,
Wow, decision made.
guys.
Very
You got to listen to the
decisive.
next episode because we're gonna actually have a theme song for
Oh,
Rate My
man.
Facts.
Hold on to your pants.
Okay, so this first fact: Dick Van Dyke
DVD.
DVD.
Sorry.
He revealed that he accepted the role of Caractacus Potts on the condition that he would not have to attempt an English accent. This was after he played the Cockney accent in Mary Poppins, and he had been made fun of for it.
Oh, who would make fun of DVD?
You've never heard that? It's classic. Everybody from England is like, Dick Van Dyke did the worst British accent in Mary Poppins. It's
he
like
tried his
notoriously
best.
bad.
I always loved his accent.
Well, yeah, but you're not British. If it's accurate, you're going for it, not so much. So he said, I'll do the movie, but I don't want to do a British accent. Mary Poppins.
Oh,
Sounds so bad.
yeah.
No, I mean, it's memorable, but not in a good way.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in like 5 ever, so
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to Mary P.
I honestly can't wait because I'm just so ready.
Sound really fake.
Oh, sorry. I'm so ready.
Do you not like Mary Poppins? Oh, we'll get there. We'll
Are
get
you
there.
kidding me?
You just sound
a
real
joke?
sarcastic right now.
We've discussed this. Mary Poppins.
Okay.
It's up there.
Anyway, so rate my fact.
I mean, it kind of makes me sad. I guess I'll give it a 7.
A 7. Huh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Just because it makes you sad? I gotta take things into consideration when I give Elise facts. It's not just a good
Well-
fact. It might make her sad and she'll give me a bad score. He's still alive, by the way. How in the world? Anyways,
Don't jinx it.
I know. This is going to be like
scared to talk about
2016,
it.
the year of deaths. The
I
year of all
know.
deaths.
I know.
Okay, so a 7. All right, I got some wiggle room. I could still get the 10.
Just still wiggle.
Let's see. Sally Ann Howes, who was truly scrumptious in the movie.
What a compliment.
Gosh.
I didn't expect a laugh out of that one at all.
Well, I just wasn't expecting a joke there. Um,
Sorry, go on.
Anyways, she said that despite the difficulty of the choreography for the song Doll on a Music Box, she was able to film it in one take.
I give that a 9 because I really appreciated that. I felt like it was really good. And I thought to myself, you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know? It's not
Yeah, I
something you could
I
do.
thought to myself, Elise couldn't do that.
That's really rude. I mean, I can't even do the robot.
I watched that scene again earlier today because I wanted to see the one take filmed shot or whatever. But apparently they cut away to different cameras, so it doesn't look like one take. But she did it in one take, which is pretty cool.
Hey, that's all that matters.
All right. Well, I got a 9. You know what? I'll be happy if we end there today, but I'm going to keep going because I want that big 1-0. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah, I do. I hear you.
All right. Well, here we go. Lionel Jeffries played DVD's father in the movie. Despite the fact that Dick Van Dyke is actually 6 months older than him.
I feel like that's a factor of fact.
No, that's true. So the guy that like sings the P-O-S-H posh, he is 6 months younger than Dick Van Dyke.
How?
Well, see, his mom gave birth to him 6 months later
Okay.
than when Dick Van Dyke was born. In other words, when Dick Van Dyke was 6 months old, this guy was just coming out of his mom.
Why don't you explain this to me like I'm 5?
When a mommy loves a daddy.
Okay. My brain says no.
But my heart is telling me. I don't know how the tune of that goes.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, else.
Okay.
Yeah, but my heart's saying, well, you wouldn't lie. So
Not this time.
I can't wrap my mind around it. So I just feel like it's not true, but I'll give it a 9.
Okay, well, hold on. You feel like it's not true. It's
No,
true.
Well, I'm sorry. Let me just did they add extra makeup? What's the deal?
Probably. I mean, he looks like the
He
bad
looks
guy in
old.
Jumanji.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looks super old.
Let's go with jeans.
The pair of jeans he was wearing.
No, genetics.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see.
No, yeah. He looked older because of the pair of jeans he was wearing.
Hey, that'd be a good little product placement.
From who? Oshkosh Bagosh or whatever?
Oshkosh but posh. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, that was
couldn't-
too perfect.
I couldn't even make it work.
No, it worked.
All right, good.
Okay, so another 9. Gosh, I really want that 10 today. The original book was written by Ian Fleming, who wrote all the James Bond books. But the screenplay was a creation by author Roald Dahl, who wrote James and the Giant Peach, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda.
Doesn't somebody get swung around by their hair?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, but, I mean, fear is a part of life.
Ugh. How true that is.
Like the ghost in your room.
Yeah. Still busy.
But it's just interesting to me because I loved that author so much as I was growing up that I never knew he did a screenplay, and it happened to be one of my favorite movies as a kid, too.
Well, it all makes sense.
It does. And if you look at the plot, which the original plot had nothing to do with the Bulgaria Baron. The original book, it was like to do with a mobster, like a gangster named Joe the Monster. So like all the Bulgaria Baron, the child catcher, all that stuff was original Roald Dahl material. And it feels like Roald Dahl stuff. It feels like Matilda or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something like that.
Yeah, I actually kind of wish that was more of the movie.
Yeah, I agree.
I just kind of I think it took too long to get to that part, which I liked it, but it didn't. I don't know.
It just took too long to get there.
Yeah, and then it was like we've spent so much time in this normal world that now my brain didn't want to transition to something different.
I feel you, and I think a lot of that has to do with the creator of James Bond wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, but also the directors of all the earlier James Bond movies also directed Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and it was the only film he ever directed that wasn't a Bond film. If you take James Bond and you mix it with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you get Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which is exactly what this movie is.
Did I already rate that fact? That's not how that phrase works.
Yeah, you rated it an 8.
Ah, good. Excellent.
You can rate it again, though, if you want.
I'm good. I'll stick with an 8.
Okay, well, I got one last chance to get that big old 10.
Okay, let's hear it.
Here we go. The current owner of the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang car is director Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson.
He could be seen near the WETA workshop in New Zealand, driving cast members of the Hobbit films around in the car while playing the main theme song through a sound system.
Yeah, that's definitely 10 worthy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. So I saved the best for
Lord
last.
of the Rings.
Me too. And just imagine Peter Jackson on the set of The Hobbit, driving around in the car, and not just that, but like blaring the theme song. Imagine that little hobbit of a man just being like, "Oh, chitty, you chitty, pretty chitty, bang bang, chitty chitty, bang bang, we love you."
Yeah, and it's definitely, that's also some great product placement.
For what?
For the movie,
For The Hobbit?
No, for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
But yeah, but do they need that?
Yeah, they did. They needed more cells. You know what I mean?
Okay. I don't think Peter Jackson has stocks in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang DVD sales.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, I'm so glad I got that 10.
Hey, yeah, it
That
took
makes
a while,
me
but
happy.
you did it.
What did you think of The Child Catcher?
I thought that was hilarious. I liked
Okay,
it.
good. You're not okay with people getting swung around by their hair in Matilda, but you're okay with a dude sniffing out kids.
When I watched Matilda, that just really shook me.
Just that one part?
Well, it's the fact that this teacher, who that's a person you're supposed to be able to trust and look up to, and I have teachers, you know what I
Right.
mean? And then she's this awful witch of a person, and she's
Right.
abusing children.
Yeah, but that's what we call a bad guy in a movie. It would be a boring movie.
That's so scary for them. Poor Matilda. And Matilda's parents didn't even know when her birthday was.
Listen, this is not a Matilda podcast.
Sorry. I just get really passionate about this.
But you like The Child Catcher.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was funny. Now, if I had watched this when I was a child, I don't know. I don't think I would have thought that was that scary because they make him such a silly character. He's got the huge
No.
nose and...
No.
Really?
When I was a kid, that was terrifying.
It really was? Okay.
So creepy.
Okay.
The kids are looking at the window and he just kind of sticks his head slowly out the window and he's like, "Ice cream all free today." So weird.
That wasn't funny to you at all?
No, it's funny. Yeah.
I mean, back
things
then.
could be funny and scary at the same time.
So as a kid, you were laughing / peeing your pants?
No, as a kid, it was not funny. As an adult, it's funny.
When you're a child, you've seen so many scary villains in every Disney movie. So that didn't seem that scary of a villain, honestly, compared to Ursula,
No, yeah, Ursula's scarier.
Jafar.
But here's the thing. With a cartoon, I know Ursula's not coming to get me. I know Jafar, even if I believe Jafar was a real man, that happened a long time ago. But when I'm watching The Child Catcher,
far away.
my grandma used to have a guy food delivery,
Postmates.
and I never wanted that guy close to me.
Maybe that was your child juju kicking in.
Child juju.
Just saying. Always trust the child juju.
Well, I'm about to give you some facts, some more facts, but one of them's going to be faked. So, are you ready for fact or faked?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
And should we record this theme song at some point too?
Oh, yeah. 100% we should.
All right. Well, give it to me live.
Fact or faked?
And that's a fact. Okay. Always cut me off. So, guys, if you're not familiar with this, basically I give Elise 3 facts, and one of them is actually fake. It's not true. I made it up off the top of my head. So anyways, basically that's the gist of it. Really simple. So here we go. Elise. That's not your name.
That's me when I'm somewhere before the time I'm supposed to be there. That took too long to say.
Elise. And if you get there after the time, you're late.
Yeah. I like it.
Okay. All right. Here's your first fact.
Okay.
Or faked.
Okay.
Robert Helpman, who played the child catcher, he took his top set of false teeth out to aid his gaunt, pinched face. It also helped produce his creepy voice, and he hisses whenever he speaks.
I don't like that.
Yeah, real creep. Real creep.
Real creep.
So that's your first fact.
Okay.
Second fact. Phil Collins, claims he was one of the children storming the castle at the end of the film, but was edited out because of a rather large and unsightly bandage on his head that was covering a cyst.
What an elaborate fact. What the heck? Who
So that could be true or it could be false.
Okay.
Third fact, or faked. According to Heather Ripley, Jemima in the movie, director Ken Hughes would often give her lollipops in between takes. So there you are. Those are your 3 facts.
Oh my goodness.
And remember, kids, you can play at home. Play along.
Why are they kids? I just think that's a very difficult set of facts to choose from. So
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Heather. What's her name?
Ripley.
Yeah, Ripley's Believe It or Not. I don't believe it. I don't think she got lollipops between takes.
Bing, bing, bing. Correct.
Bing, bang, bong. I got it.
You got it right. Yeah, director Ken Hughes did not give anybody lollipops. He hated kids. Yeah, so you got it right.
Yes.
So, but that brings me to a very strange realization here that Phil Collins claims to have been Bean in this movie.
Know. Can you show me? I want to know if the kid with the bandage is still in the video. Tell me more.
No, so that's the weird part about this fact is he claims to have been edited out, so there's no way to prove it.
And that's like, is that something he brings up at dinner parties? Like, hey guys, gather around. Got something crazy to tell you. You okay? You crying?
And just dusting off my face a little bit.
Oh, it gets a little dusty sometimes. I understand that.
My little dusty face.
Speaking of Chuchi face.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that song?
I find it very funny.
No, I think it's pretty funny. I mean, I was pretty disturbed. I was very disturbed, but also laughing.
It comes out of nowhere. There's just like this weird like mood established between the Baron and his wife, where they want each other to die, and it's never explained.
Strange. Yeah.
But it's really funny. Like he loves her, but he also doesn't love her.
I think this Baron needs like some serious therapy.
She hates kids. He loves toys. Like he rides a little toy horse around.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So funny. He like bounces around on a toy horse to get from place to place.
Oh, I forgot. That
So
is
funny.
good. That's rich.
But then also they're like want to murder each other. So weird. When I was a kid, I didn't understand the implications of that song of the husband wanting to murder his wife.
I still think it's weird though as an adult.
It is weird, but like there's still like it's funny because the older you get, you realize that there is this tension between a lot of like husbands and wives that you see played out on TV with like even in stuff like Lucille Ball and her husband. There's always this tension of like he loves her, but she's so annoying and he's always having to rescue her out of weird situations. And King of Queens, you know, there's this tension and it's like they hate each other, but they love each other. And obviously this is an extreme version of that.
It's very dramatized.
But it's I don't know. It's just so random in the movie, but it's a funny thing to stick in there.
This movie's very random.
Well, do you want to try to guess some lyrics?
I do.
All right, time to play. What song is that from?
Hey, wait a second, I gotta know. What song is that from?
All right, so basically I'm going to give you 5 song lyrics and you try your best to get all of them right.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
And then if you're playing along at home, just try to beat Elise. Try to get more than she gets. So,
Boy, which you
well,
probably will.
we call this this segment "What song is that from?" But we should probably just call it "Beat Elise."
Oh, that's rude. What about when it's you in the hot seat?
Then we'll call it "What song is that from?" Again.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Are you ready for your first lyric? I think I'm starting you out simple here.
Well, we'll see.
That mouthful of cheer.
That's really it.
That's it.
That mouthful of cheer.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Toot Sweets.
See, yeah. Started you off easy.
Heck yeah.
I mean, what other song could that have been? That mouthful of cheer.
I don't know, because some of these songs are very random.
You got it right.
Yay!
Next. Okay, second set of lyrics. Here we go. I will... Nope.
I will always love you.
Yeah, what song is that from? Second set of lyrics, for reals.
Okay.
I never will divine what magic made you mine. I only know I don't deserve you.
Ugh. I don't know.
Do you need me to sing it for you?
Yeah, that's good.
I never will divine what magic made you mine. I only know I don't deserve you.
Is that Choo Choo Face?
It's not Choo Choo Face. Get the trains out of this musical.
But that'd be
There's
funny.
no trains.
That'd be funny if you sing a love song to a train. You're
You're
my
my
Choo Choo Face.
Yeah,
That'd be good. I'd watch that.
I suck on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I was-
Chitty Face.
Yeah, I was trying to decide between that and U2. I feel like it could be either one. So, I was going to choose that. I just needed an extra little push.
Little boost, yeah. Well, good. You got 2 out of 2 so far. Are you ready for your third set of LYRICS?
Yes. Hold on. Let me spell that out. Yes, I am.
Okay. When I'm at the helm, the world's my realm, and I do it stylishly.
Posh.
You got it.
Hey, yo.
P-O-S. What do you think about Posh, by the way?
Uh,
Do you like that song?
I thought it was hilarious because, well, at first I thought that the device that he was in, I was so sure that was a porta potty,
Yeah.
but it's not, correct?
I think it's intended to look like a porta potty, and it may have been one
okay.
at some point, but that's where he says he goes traveling. So he goes into this small room. It's covered with maps everywhere, and so it might still be an outhouse.
Okay.
But that's where my dad, when he uses the bathroom, he says he's going to the library to do some reading.
You know your dad's going to listen to this. He's
Maybe.
going to say, "Stop revealing my secrets."
Yeah, but I feel like that's what this dad is doing. He's saying, "Hey, I'm going to my office, my laboratory, to do some traveling, or whatever."
Yeah, because he's talking about being so posh, and he's about to drown in the ocean in a porta potty, and it's pretty funny.
It's not posh at all.
It's a really good combination.
The traveling life, posh, the traveling life.
So yeah, as a song, I don't think it's a great actual song.
What?
I think that guy's voice is kind of not that fun to listen to.
Oh no, I thought it was fun. It's a fun character. Okay, this is a good time to mention this.
Okay.
This movie was made into a musical in 2002, and I was like, oh, I wonder what the songs sound like. So today I listened to the Broadway,
okay.
no, the London cast recording of it,
Okay.
and not good.
Oh.
Not good at all. They took the spirit out of a lot of the songs. And so that was one of the songs that I really noticed it on was Posh, because I feel like the character in the movie has such a eccentric attitude and voice, and he's just goofy. And the version of the cast recording from the musical version was just awful.
So, anyways, yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I just don't. It's not a song that I think is one of my favorites or anything.
Like, I look forward to that song when I'm watching the movie. You know what I mean? But I don't Google that scene. But I did Google Old Bamboo recently because I wanted to see them dance and stuff.
Yeah, you gotta.
Okay, so you got 3 out of 3. You're doing, unbelievable. You're knocking it out of the podcast.
Knock on wood.
Okay.
You never heard that phrase?
No,
Look at me
I
I'm
have.
crazy. Okay. Sure.
Okay, so are you ready for your fourth lyric?
You said queso.
Cheese. Are you ready for your fourth lyric?
Sure am.
Life becomes a chore unless you're living for.
You too.
Okay, that's not what the next line, but yeah.
Oh, I thought it
But
might
that
be.
is that song. No. It's life
Yay.
becomes a chore unless you're living for someone to care for.
You
to be
too.
there
Oh,
for. I have
you too. There we go.
Mm,
I got
finally.
it.
Great job. I think maybe I'm making these too easy.
I'll say this. The songs are all so different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like some
Yeah.
musicals will find that it's kind of like the songs all kind of run together. Like Phantom of the Opera. I
Yeah.
felt like that was really hard to figure out
Yeah,
what
well,
lyrics.
Yeah, it's an opera, so there's more themes throughout, like connecting.
Yeah,
the
and
music.
this is so random.
Okay, so 4 out of 4. You're doing way too good. And I feel like you're going to ace this. I think you're going to get the 5th one.
Oh, great. Is it the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
5th and final. Are you ready?
I'm scared now, but okay.
Wave goodbye to cares of the day.
That's it.
That's all you get.
Wave goodbye to the cares of today.
Wave goodbye to cares of the day.
That was so off. There's 2 things I'm thinking of.
Spill it out for us. Let's hear your thought process on this.
Well, it could be Hushabye Mountain because that is probably, this whole like leave your worries at the door and take a little nip nap,
Nip nap, yeah.
And it also could be Chitty Chitty Bang Bang because I feel like the vibe there is kind of like let's just forget our worries and go exploring on a floating flying train car thing.
Not a train. Okay,
But
continue.
it kind of is.
Nope. It is one of the 2, and I think if I sang it for you, you'd be able to guess because of the tone of those songs. They are very different.
They are very different.
So I kind of don't want to sing it for you.
Okay, tell it to me one last time.
Wave goodbye to the cares of the day.
I'm gonna go with Hushabye Mountain.
Bing, 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 bing.
Hex, yeah.
You aced it today.
Yes. I ate my
yeah.
Wheaties this morning.
Nobody's going to be able to beat you. If they listen to this hoping to beat Elise today, no.
But they definitely could have beat me on time. They could have gotten answers faster.
Yeah, they're probably screaming at their phones or whatever you listen to.
Yeah, you can always
podcast.
listen to this in, 1.5x. So it'll go faster. So it'll make us sound smarter.
I don't know if it does.
I think so, because
It
it
makes us sound weird.
just makes it sound like we're coming up with answers
I want you
faster.
to, if somebody's listening to this on a faster speed than normal, I want you to say something as fast as you can right now, just to freak them out.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
That's pretty good. My turn.
Okay.
Oh, pretty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, we love you, and pretty chitty. Nope, messed up.
Take 2. Action.
No, not gonna redo.
Come on.
Not gonna redo.
Come on.
Not worth
come
it.
on. That's not even a tongue twister. Mine actually was.
Well, I have,
Don't make excuses.
so you got them all right, is what I'm saying.
Ah.
Good job.
Thanks. What do I win?
You win a flying car and a toot suite, lifetime supply of toot suites, so you can toot all you want.
No thanks.
I think this is a really demented movie, and I bet a lot of parents would be like, I'm not going to show my kids a movie about a creepy child catcher,
But see, that opens the door for conversation. And then we say, kids, now if you see somebody who's
Right.
trying to give you candy and lollipops and ice cream.
Treacle tots.
Who?
Treacle tots.
Treacle.
Treacle tots.
Treacle
That's what
tarts.
Yeah, he goes, treacle tarts. And then Jeremy looks at Jemima and he's like, treacle tots. And all free today.
Jemima.
Jeremy, Jemima, and Chitty. It works too well to pass up.
It does. What was I saying?
Opens up the conversation.
Yeah.
Hey kids,
Yeah.
don't get in a buggy with
The
strangers.
stranger danger conversation.
I will say that this got... I think the creators of this movie were trying to make a new Mary Poppins. They even wanted Julie Andrews to be in this movie, and she declined.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe she just wasn't feeling it. And this isn't a Disney movie, so I think another company was just like trying to tap into that MP money, if you know what I'm saying.
MP.
And it didn't do as well at the box office as Mary Poppins. And so I think a lot of people just, I don't know, they just didn't like it. And I understand. It's not like the best movie ever. I just, it has a dear place in my heart.
I just wonder if it's because like so much happens and it's just a very bizarre, not confusing, but it's just a lot. There's a lot going on.
Which I liked at the time. I think it was a fun movie because I could get lost in this fantasy world. The idea of like pretending to be a toy so the child catcher doesn't get me. Like, or like this having a dad that just like creates all these crazy inventions just to make breakfast, and having a crazy grandpa that goes traveling in an outhouse. Like, and even the old bamboo stuff, that whole carnival scene, I loved that. And so there was a lot as a kid, just like bored without technology and just trying to find something to do. There was a lot to latch onto. So what would you rate this musical?
I would like you to go first.
And why?
Because I went first on the other thing, so it's your turn.
Okay. I'm playing that game, huh?
Yeah, I'm always playing that game.
Okay. I'm going to rate this, I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay, and reasons?
I love the songs. It's hard for me to find one I don't like. You know what? Something we didn't talk about was the spies in this movie.
The two guys that come out of they disappear. They come out of the ocean at that one point, and then they see all the craziness, and they go back into the ocean.
They see Phil Collins storming the castle, and they're like, I gotta get out of here.
With a big bandage over his cyst, and they're like, that's enough of me. That's all they talk.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I thought they were really funny when I was a kid, and watching it again, funny. I'm like, it's funny, but in like a weird slapstick way that I feel like doesn't really fit the tone of the movie, you know? Because the movie's not really slapstick.
Yeah. Well, like for me, when the spies showed up, that was when the movie was taking its really weird turn. And so that's why...
You said, are they going to be in the rest of the movie?
Well, because I thought, okay, that was cute, but it's over. And then they like pop out the bushes and they're like, what up? And I was like, oh, they're still here? Is this happening still? But I think that was hard to figure out because, I mean, it didn't match the tone of what everything we had just watched so far. So maybe that's why it felt so different and strange. So what would I rate this movie? I would rate this movie, I think I would rate it a 7.5 out of
That's
10.
close to what I gave it.
Yeah, I think...
I mean, call me crazy, but I'd say that's 0.5 less than what I gave it.
You're crazy. Anyways, so...
Your rating was born 6 months before my rating.
Not how numbers work.
Oh, okay.
6 was born a year before 7. It's just how it is. I think it's just kind of confusing how like literally half of it is totes norms, and then the other half of it is like totes craze. I liked the craziness, so I think I'd rather have it more of that. But also if they went the other way, I mean, I feel like that'd be okay too. But like having both and having so much of both I think was too much.
Yeah. And like I said, the director, all he had done was James Bond movies. So to go from that to now making a kids movie, I think he was very confused. And that's evident because the movie doesn't know if it's an action movie, like based on cars, or if it's like real, or if it's fantasy, or what. I think the movie would have succeeded more if it would have been more blatantly like fantasy. It straddles the line between real and fake to where it can't make up its mind, so it's hard for the audience to make up its mind about the movie. Yeah.
And I think I also didn't have the nostalgia to go with it either, so judging it as like, what do I think right now, and not having any memories attached to it, that makes it less scrumptious, if you will. I also think...
I will.
Yeah, good.
I'll toot on that.
Oh, gotta go. I also think the movie would have been better if it had been about a little tiny train that could do it.
I don't think that's a legitimate critique of the movie. Imagine if that was a review on IMDb or something. It's like, I liked it, but I wish it had been about a train. 2 stars.
Hey,
like, what?
Have you ever seen the Amazon movie reviews on Twitter? There's an account, and they just tweet out like the hilarious ones that are literally exactly like that. It'll be like Cars 3, and then they'll be like, there were too many cars in this movie. Didn't like it. Okay.
What did you expect?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's I feel like that's still a good rating though, because I think it's got something.
I think it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
It has its slow moments. And it has its slow moments, and it does struggle to find its identity. That's tough to watch as an audience.
I didn't get what I wanted. That's okay. I still liked it, but I didn't get what I wanted.
Well, I think we've chit-chatted about Chitty Chitty a little bit too much.
Were you sitting on that one?
No.
Oh.
Just popped in the old noggin. Guys, next week we are talking about Oliver! Exclamation point.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have to sound more excited.
Oliver! Oliver?
I hardly know
her.
I wasn't even ready for that.
Yeah, next week we're doing that musical. We're having a good buddy of mine join us. He apparently loves this musical. Neither one of us have seen it yet.
Oh,
I don't think.
I didn't know you hadn't seen it.
Have you?
No.
No, neither one of us. So this will be an interesting episode to have neither one of us have seen it. And then my buddy Rodney, who we've talked about in the early days of this podcast.
Wasn't that
and
on
then
the first episode?
Something like that. No, it was on the La La Land episode.
Oh.
So episode 2. If you're looking for some Rodney references, go back and listen to episode 2.
Mention one time.
And then you can get ready for the next episode. But I think it'll be a good episode. I'm excited to watch Oliver and part of her.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
Why would you need to watch part of her if you're seeing Oliver?
I don't know. I should have saved that joke for next episode. I'll probably still use it.
Please don't.
But anyways, guys, follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes, WRLM Podcast. That's
Podcast.
Twitter. Instagram
Twitter.
is We Really Like Musicals.
So yeah, follow us because we want alternate titles for Oliver. And please, somebody out there listening to this, please, if you see us posting about alternate titles for Oliver, please somebody put part of her. Please. That would make me so happy, and I would wet myself if I saw that.
Oh, come on. We all want to see that. Come on. I'll put it.
No, you don't count.
I don't count.
No.
Yikes.
Okay, anyways, I think that's going to do it for this week's episode of We Really Like Musicals, and we have opinions about them. So we made this podcast to tell you our opinions about them, parentheses, the musicals. I'm James, and
I'm Elise.
And we'll talk to you guys later.
We'll chit-chat.
Shorty face.
Musicals, jazz hands.